What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, where I jabber opportunities nonstop. And in today's video, we'll be covering, of course, my favorite and the one and the only Dogecoin. And we'll be covering some news as well, such as the housing crisis and the charts of Dogecoins. Let's get to it. Okay, folks. So last night at around 9 p.m., I saw some news about the housing crisis. Yes. The Supreme Court has now blocked the eviction moratorium. What does this mean? This essentially means that landlords are now able to evict tenants who do not pay rent. And this is a good thing for landlords, but it's a bad thing for tenants. It's a catch-22, right? Because you have some folks who legitimately cannot pay their rents, and you have some folks actually abusing this moratorium and abusing the landlords. The Fed has said, you know what, we're going to give all this money, all these billions of dollars to landlords to help keep them afloat during this tumultuous time. However, though, that wasn't the case. Only 2% of the funds have been dispersed, and it's been almost a year now. So you can tell the majority of the landlords in America are just mom and pop people, like someone like you, someone like I, who decide to risk the money to invest into a second property, right? And to give opportunities to rent to folks who do not have a home currently, so they can live and save up and one day get the American dream, and that is to buy a home. But now they're being tapped out, and we're seeing all of this money coming out, all this money printing, all this quantitative easing, all of this Fed buying securities, right, from the stock exchange. So, I mean, we are seeing the stock market run up here to the moon, literally to the moon. They get next to nothing in terms of interest for their money. And yet for us, if we have credit cards, well, we don't get past our savings here, right? We still see 15 to 25% APRs, but these credit card companies borrowing this money from the government is getting it for next to nothing. But yet the savings are not being passed to you and I, the consumers. And same thing applies to the housing market here and the landlords. Now you're seeing big companies such as BlackRock, etc., coming in, and these are the cash buyers here because they can get money for 0 or 1 to 2% interest here, right? Which is nothing. But if you and I want to do it, we have to pay huge APRs. So that's kind of why we are seeing all these I would call this a wealth transfer happen to us live in this day and age. And the wealth transfer is in the asset class of housing here. Traditionally speaking, it's always been the mom and pop. But if you hate your landlords, well, guess what? In the future, when your landlord is going to be BlackRock, well, they don't play by the same rules as your mom and pop. If you want to negotiate, good luck. Think of it as buying a car on Craigslist. If you go into a dealership and say, hey man, you know what? I want to pay like, $5,000 less because of X, Y, and Z reason. Dealership is going to say, no, we have an overhead. This is our lowest cost, take it or leave it. Now, however, if you buy a car on Craigslist from a private entity, usually a mom and pop kind of person, they have a little more leeway, right? Because it's their vehicle and sometimes they just want to get rid of it for whatever reason, and there's more leeway. Essentially, what I'm saying is there's more negotiation involved. So, if you hate landlords, again, I want to reiterate this point here. Welcome to BlackRock. This is a wealth transfer. And when they become your landlord, well, there is no discussion. You don't pay a month? Goodbye. And they have the resources to have the lawyers and all that kind of stuff to do those kind of things. So I'm just letting you guys know right now. So be careful. Cryptocurrency is the way, but the truth is that if you don't have a home, the last thing you're concerned about is cryptocurrency. Oh, and speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I have a new credit card and I want to show it to you guys. I think it's pretty cool. Actually, a very cool credit card, actually. Here you go. It's BlockFi. I think this is a fantastic credit card here. Fantastic. And the reason why I think it's fantastic is because you get 1.5% back in Bitcoins with every single purchase. I mean, yes, other credit cards, usually give you 1% in, you know, US dollars, but when I saw you could get 1.5% in Bitcoins by buying stuff like food, gas, paying electric bill, whatever, cell phone bill, you know, with this Visa credit card from BlockFi, I said, sign me up. So if you want to take advantage of this amazing offer, and if you still use US dollars such as me, well, this is a fantastic credit card, and this is what you want to use in the future. And it's a Visa, by the way. And the card is made of titanium. It's quite nice. And I've been using it myself, and I've accumulated quite a few, well, I want to say quite a few, but decimals of Bitcoins, right? But yeah. So I will definitely look into that. If you want to check it out, it'll be blockfi.com/heyjohn, and you will get that super duper awesome offer. If you use my referral link, you will be in front of the line. Essentially, when you sign for the credit card, you will get it immediately instead of waiting in a queue. So let's get to the Dogecoin charts now, okay? All right, let's go ahead and go into the Dogecoin charts here. So what are we seeing here? Last time when I did the video, I was covering Dogecoin. I was saying, hey guys, watch out for around 27.73, right? Or 27 cents around there. Because that was a Agora reactionary ribbon support line. And it was a combination of moving averages. And essentially now we're in a daily here. And it's kind of piercing through a daily, but it is not going through it. It's kind of hanging out in the middle here, and it's creating a higher low, which is phenomenal. If you don't know what that means, let me go ahead and show you on the chart real quick what I'm saying by drawing a few lines here. One higher low, another higher low, boom. So we're seeing little Mario steps here, and we're seeing higher lows develop every few days here. It goes up, it pops back down, and then we see a new platform being raised. So let me go ahead and just delete these guys here, because make sure the chart doesn't get too ugly for you guys. So I'm gonna get rid of it now. So now we're seeing a higher low pattern form on a daily, which is a very bullish indicator. So what this means is that if we can retain the bottoming around 26.80 right here, right? This means that in the future, we're going to see a higher high and a higher low. Of course, the day is so young right here, right? The day ends at 5 or 4:30 p.m. PST before we see a new daily candlestick. So let's see how Dogecoin closes for the day. But currently, the momentum is on the bull's side. And of course, now we're seeing a full moon here. When you see a full moon, this means that we're going to see some more bullish action to the upside. We may see some consolidation in the meantime, but usually this means we're going to see a nice breakout to the upside. Okay, so what is a breakup and a breakout? Well, the first resistance we got to break is 28.23, and we have to stay above that. And of course, we need to confirm it. So in the next 3 or 4 days, and as you know, it is a weekend, so usually weekends are a dip buying opportunity for Dogecoin. So I wouldn't give this too much credence yet, but if you can stay above 28.23 for 3 or 4 days, I would say, you know what, this could be a very good thing for Dogecoin. Let's go ahead and go into the 4-hour time frame to get a better perspective of what's going on in terms of the details. Very cool. So we're seeing Dogecoin pop through the Agora reactionary ribbon. Yes, it pierced through it, but yet the bullish sign here is that we're seeing a U instead of a hill. Usually U's are a bullish sign. So he pierced through the moving averages, and then we went right back above it almost immediately. And this is fantastic, because this means that there were bulls ready to buy. They were just looking for a miniature discount, and they got that, and now they're buying it back up. And now we're trading above the 27.80 support line, and that's fantastic. So let's keep it going here, okay? So again, even on the 4-hour time frame, we're seeing a new full moon here. And of course, we saw a little dip here, but then it popped back up almost immediately. We saw a little bear flag coming in here, and then boom, it went down, and now we're popping back up. But instead of creating another bear flag, it's creating a U. And U's are a very, very bullish pattern for Dogecoin or any asset class you're trading in terms of a chart perspective. Looking at the RSI here below in the Agora oscillator, we can see that Dogecoin is starting to trend back up, and the money flow indicator is also showing money inflowing. So it kind of goes hand in hand here. So money's coming in, we were oversold, and now we're coming back up. The only question is, how high can we go? I would say the first place to watch out for is going to be around 30.97, okay? 0.3097. Watch out for our number, folks. That'll be our first resistance, in my opinion. And after that, it's going to be at around 32756. Those are going to be the two resistance you want to see. If we can break those two, then boom, we're going to rock it and roll, baby. Rock it and roll. So let's go into the 1 hour time frame to get a more granular view of what's going on. So when going to the 1 hour time frame, it's more evident that we are seeing a nice U-form pattern here, which is fantastic and phenomenal. I have no problems with that whatsoever. I like what I see, and I see what I like currently. Of course, our first place to watch out for is going to be around 2940 on the 1 hour perspective here, okay? The resistance. If we tap that, we may get rejected, and it's okay. But of course, it's going to be the weekend, so I suspect we may get rejected and maybe come back down and kind of hover around here a little bit and kind of just do a little sideways trading. But the thing here to note is that even if that happens, it'll be the weekend, so it'll be on low volume. So come Monday or Tuesday, when the market's open and everyone's awake again and they want to go back into the cryptocurrency market, you know what I would say? I think Dogecoin has a very strong possibility of trading above 30 cents. But of course, we have to wait and see to see what's going on, okay, folks? So there's not a guarantee. These are charts, and this is my perspective on what's going on here. If this video has given you any help whatsoever, go ahead and smash a like button. And if you are new, smash a subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And most importantly, it's your boy, Hey John. I want you to have an awesome day, and I will catch you on the next one.